welcome everybody to Red Suit Interviews, and thank you all for clicking on to this amazing, interesting, and curious conversation with Mr. Logan Hub. And it really is an interview this week, so don't expect anything of true nuance or productive content, because to give a bit of context, we initially actually shot an interview a couple weeks ago. However, the file corrupted, so we came back at it again. And I think both of us just didn't have it in us to reshoot another interview, so we just talk. We talk about everything from our favorite bad movies to our utopia anarcho-capitalist societies. So please check it out, guys. It's absolutely amazing. And this was a 2-hour conversation, so it's sprawled out over the next 2 weeks. I'll be putting the first part up now, which you'll see, and then the next part will be put up next week. There's a bit of an audio issue during it. My microphone didn't work properly, so my audio is a little bit shitty. But next week, oh my goodness, interview of the century. Now, the Cool Cat, interviewing Cool Cat, that was pretty awesome. We can all agree, interviewing Cool Cat was pretty damn cool. But 10 a.m. PST on the 10th of May, we are interviewing Butch the Bully. Live down in the link below, but check it out. We're interviewing it live 10 a.m. PST on the 10th of May, and if you're in Brisbane, it will be 3 a.m. in the morning on Saturday. So check that all out. It's going to be a great interview, but for this one coming up, play it, put on some Hearthstone, man. You know, listen to this shit in the side background while you're procrastinating uni work or something, or schoolwork, or something, the house chores, whatever, and just listen to this shit, because it's an absolute doozy of a conversation this week and next week. So thank you all guys for watching, and hopefully you stick around for the next part and the interview coming up next week as well. Bye bye.
And welcome everybody to the Red Suit Interviews, and we are joined by a man, possibly mythical, legendary, Mr. Logan Hub. How are you today?
Holy crap! I'm good, thank you, Mr. Ryan. You flatter my heart to the moon and back.
Well, I try. Someone like you in my presence truly gets everything shaking around me. Ooh.
I gotta rattle them cages, you know? I gotta stick it to the man.
Ugh. Anyway, I think we're just gonna point out to a few people. I didn't realize you're in space right now. Was that what's going on behind?
Yeah, actually, that's the window of my spaceport right now. Earlier in Logan Hub, we tried to leak it that Luke was a robot and secretly held me captive in space. And since then, he's come up with a lot of clever workarounds to say, hey, no, you're not in space right now. You're in a park right now, interviewing Pepe Part 2. But this entire time we've been in space, Luke is still a robot, still holds me captive. It's just that now he's trying to space slave trade me over to my friend Nick, who is going to lock me on the mountains of Garthuma instead of Colorado. Very similar mountains if you look very closely. It fucking sucks. I hate it, and I want to die. And on top of that, I'm wearing my unlucky hat today. I accidentally broke my car's windshield with it. So maybe it shall provide me some luck. It's got more. Oh, no. It's also in space. I can't use it. Sorry, everyone. I got to use my other hat. It moves. All right, we're not doing a hat.
It's beautiful. I saw your Twitter video. I don't understand what all the issues were about today. Why were you getting sick? I don't get it.
I woke up that morning and I decided, hey, this is in my car. I might as well go mess with my dad for a little bit while he's trying to be serious about landscaping. And I started walking out, and people are like, what the fuck is on your head? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. This is my work hat. I wear it every day. He was not happy with me at all. It was great.
The humor, the ingenuity. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I can't say words. The creativity, the ingenuity. Oh my god. Jesus.
The ingenuity.
Ingenuity. Of that hat, and the idea of its cushioning power truly is the safety net that you need.
exactly. I go and work out all day in the sun with a pickaxe and a shovel, and while I'm roasting in the sun, the turkey's roasting in the sun, and then I have lunch later. It's great.
That's true.
But should be a Minecraft accessory.
Would you be able to sell toys of that as well? So all the kids would now be walking around with chicken heads? Because I feel like that's going to be a Fortnite hat now. We put it out there. Epic's going to steal it like they stole PUBG. Ooh.
I can't believe it. They got the chicken dance now. That was a Minecraft thing.
But for people who don't know who you are, who are you, Mr. Logan Hub, and what do you do?
Well, to start, I'm a man who's clearly, well, I'm very underdressed for the occasion. I don't like how you're dunking on me with your sophisticated outfit. Honestly,
especially tailored. You know?
Yeah, it looks like shit, smells like shit. It's terrible. I hate it. I really wish I wasn't wearing my pajamas right now. Yes. And
shameful.
I was the dude in high school, maybe about 2010, that knew all about memes that none of the other kids knew. And then me and my best friend from high school, I had like 5 best friends from high school, we decided to make a channel together just doing that. And then a year later, Behind the Meme came out, and then we stopped gaining subs. And then we started doing other things. We got really popular for being a cringe video for Pepe. We stood up to Undertale fans a little bit. We talked about Dat Boy when it was at its height, and now there's no physical way that Logan Hub, as is, will ever become popular again. We've accepted that. So now I'm a part of a wonderful channel now called Mountain Time that we've just started up. If you look at it, there's not a lot of subs, not a lot of views, but that's only because we've just started it up. We're expecting good things from it, like weekly postings of various things from Let's Plays to actual topics that we wanted to talk about, and various games that we want to play with each other. Because the entire YouTube thing, like maybe not seeing that many views, it's kind of hard to see. It's like, but I did my best. But the entire experience of making it is so much fun. It's such a great hobby to have. I love it to the moon and back. I once threw a pie at a celebrity in Hollywood. That's what I'm most notoriously known for, newspaper articles. Recently, I came into contact with 7 puppies in a basket who could all talk, but only I could understand them. And then a big fat Guido villain and a sexy bombshell villain came out, and they were like, those puppies got diamond collars, boss. Yes, I know, my simpleton, and we shall steal those collars. We've been going on a grand adventure. As it turns out, one of the puppies is really racist. We learned a lot about family. I may be describing a movie I saw when I was a kid.
One of the puppies was racist when you were a kid?
Yeah, very racist. As it turns out, they're all humans turned into puppies. They're part of an air. And the one that talked like a jive black man from Compton turned out to be a skinny white boy. And everyone called him out for it. It was heartwarming.
The end. And we all learned a valuable lesson.
Yeah. But yeah, Mountain Time's what I'm doing. I'm doing internet, and I'm doing it good. Yeah. I hate me.
There's a really interesting thing. It's like, even like myself with this. It's like, it's one of those really like frustrating things of being like a small creator, and you're trying to like expand and try and find your sort of step and grasp in the whole internet sphere. Especially when you create something, you're like, this is going to be the piece of resistance. This is going to be the thing that just drags everything together. And it just sort of falls flat, and you're wondering like why, and then you can sort of pick pieces, and you're like, okay, I guess. And then suddenly you put out something, and it's like, oh crap, okay, people like that one. Didn't really expect that.
I feel that to a T. We recently, and by recently I mean within the past months or so. Sorry, just gotta take a sip of my beer.
That's not a beer. Is that a beer? I don't trust.
I think it's an IPA. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
It could be lemon flavored vodka. Who knows?
It looks. I don't think that's beer. I feel like that probably is a bit more potent than beer. But
I'm not crying. You're crying. So
I can cry if you want to make you feel better.
Yes! I like that attitude. You're hired.
Yes! I was about to say, do I have a job?
Exactly. We recently posted a video not too long ago about me going through Pepe the Frog, updated from 2015. Because I posted a thing about Pepe the Frog explaining him for a couple of my friends. I got detail wrong about him. I didn't portray him the way that he was supposed to be portrayed. And that's honestly how the channel started. People just started getting absolutely fucking insane about it. Like, they're going on saying the meanest things I've ever heard in my entire life. Just directly on my channel, and then I learned very quickly I got to take everything with a grain of sand, and I do. It doesn't affect me that much. But it became our most popular video. It's nearing 60,000 or 600,000 views.
Wow.
Why? That's the worst video ever. My dog is barking.
I got here. You good?
Sick. I remember. No, never mind. But it was like the shittest video ever. We gained like 9,000 subs. We made it explained on Dat Boy like a week after Dat Boy became a thing. And that became a humongous thing. That's 500,000 as well. And now we recently posted Gremblo explained and an Undertale like fuck off Undertale fandom video. And by recently I mean within 2 years. And those all got like those are our most popular videos. And we barely did anything for it. I knew very certain where everything came from, but I just need to line out the details. So I went on to Know Your Meme, Encyclopedia Dramatica, and I made sure that I got the details and the names right. And I talked about it a little bit in my own personal opinion, and it ended up being just like an average video. Then I redo the Pepe video, and we put so much work into it. Then again, I was drunk and I was like, can we just go out and film this? Like, this seems like a fun idea, just like a little documentary on Pepe. We got 4 people here all doing shit. We could do like a nice interview style. We could film for like 6 hours, and we could like make a nice little small 10-minute video. And I'm so proud of that video. It's my most favorite. It's like, it did a lot of good for my like self-worth. I showed it to everyone, and it's only got like 2,000 views. I'm like, why? That's the one you should be thinking about me for. This is a good one. Come on, guys. Why won't you watch that one?
I know that feeling very much. Like, one of the most disappointing things for me as well right now is, like, I did a voiceover Pete interview, and I'm like, yes, this is going to be the one. Cool Cat did great. I'm happy with how that went. Voiceover Pete. Who doesn't love voiceover Pete? I think it's sitting at, like, 13 views now.
Really?
Yeah. I'm sitting there like, whoa.
How long has it been up?
It's been up since your Friday?
My Friday, so that's about 14 Fridays away.
No. Your Wednesday. Your Wednesday.
Right, so that was about 3 days ago.
Yeah. 3 days ago.
Fucking A!
Yeah.
14 views.
The highlight of the YMS interview, there was just like an edited down slight version. Got more views than that. And I'm like, why?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Maybe you just need to go bold for your next interview. You're like, all right, I'm doing Game Grumps. I'm doing Tana Montague now. Barack Obama? Let's see if we could get him.
Yeah. Well, with you, we're pulling it in. We're going for the hard shots here. All right.
Let's do it.
Well, I'm gonna clickbait now.
Knock me out.
So I'm gonna clickbait like, oh, is Logan Hub Nazi?
And I'm gonna be like,
yeah, yeah. Well, I wouldn't say I'm a Nazi as such. I just think that people should live with their own colors. You know, that's just the true nature of it. You know.
It's gonna be a really poorly edited video. It's gonna be like, Logan Houseman, is you a Nazi? And I'll be like, no. And then the video's over.
And then it'll just be the zoom up deep fright image of afterwards.
Or it could be like a sing song, you like a nice little piano melody, and you'll be like, we
could okay, here we go. We could have it like Logan, are you a Nazi?
I don't believe I am, but they got real cool shoes. And I like Fanta as well. And I really like that cigarette ban. Oh my god.
Okay, we did it. We smashed it. Song created.
Is Logan a Nazi? That's the video. That's just the clip.
That's Logan a Nazi. Slow
fucking
zoom
love it.
in. Fade. Logan's
It's me. It's like black and white.
there. Yeah.
Spotlight. I didn't think I'd be here today if it weren't for Nazis and my brain being able to think about original topics about them.
Yes.
I'm so glad my mother never did meth, unlike the Nazis.
I
Right.
like how we've just immediately just gone to. Well, I immediately dragged to this point in the conversation, which is great. But
So good interview to go. Have you ever seen interviews with fucking Robert De Niro?
I've seen I've seen a couple of those. Yeah.
Yeah, he's so boring. He's like
Yeah.
banned from shows because he'll just like tell a story and sit there and be like, yeah. Like he's a grandpa talking about something solemn that happened in the war, and you're like, Grandpa, you just killed the mood. We were talking about boobies a second ago.
Yeah.
To bring it down to like how you met your mailman's dog. Okay, thank you.
I want I love sort of like those sort of like woo crazy like wacky old men sort of thing whenever they do interviews, or just like not necessarily wacky but just sort of just like like Paul McCartney's a pretty good one to watch for interviews. He's just sort of sitting there
Oh,
going
yeah. He's like a real goofy guy.
yeah.
He's a big goofy grandpa. Now he's like well, I mean, not like now. He's still a big goofy grandpa. He was goofy before too. You've seen like the movie Help, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, about those Southern black ladies in America being the Whoa, no, wait, no, that's The Help.
Yeah.
Shit. No, I read a thing that said all the Beatles were so stoned during the filming of that oftentimes they would just forget their lines and just make like random nonsensical noises or jokes. Like
I totally believe that. Yeah.
right? They probably had a lot to do. Like Paul McCartney saying they're like, I want Lennon to come out of his floor playing the organ. I want Harrison. I want George over there. I want him. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I want George over there. I want his floor to be grass, and I want it to be clipped with crab claws. Like, you can't imagine what kind of shit they were smoking during that. It better be good, though, and I
Yeah.
want to find it.
I think they smoked it all. I think there's none left.
It's all gone. That's actually the thing, is that there's a Beatles treasure where you can find the 7 Chaos Beatles emeralds. And they're all just like little clumps of weed.
Well, one would be weed, one would be LSD, another one would be ecstasy, another one would be what would be another one? A little bit of cocaine.
A little bit of cocaine, yeah. One would be like Bob Dylan's left testicle fermented in Jenkins or something. I don't know. Wait, Jenkins a modern thing. Shit, it wouldn't work.
Well, no, they invented it way before. That's how.
Oh yeah, way but Beatles were ahead of the time. They were trendsetters. God damn it.
Right. With the 7 gems, they were able to go forward in time to get Jenkins, and then go back in time to ferment it. But they realized that power was too strong to have all the Jenkins you could have in 1980. So,
do you think like 2 dudes doing Jenkins like shirtless in a rundown room somewhere in like Chicago? They're like all fucked up and stuff. They wake up, there's energy flowing everywhere, and the Beatles pass through using the 7 Beatles emeralds, and they're like, "Is that poo in a bottle? Can we have it?" All right, we're taking it. Thank you. They leave, and no one will ever believe them.
yeah. Well, I don't even think they'd believe themselves at that point. They're just like, maybe that's when they went like to AA. They're like, we hit rock bottom. We're just lying there, and then just the Beatles just turned up, and Paul McCartney took our alcohol. We just took that as a sign, like, let it be, my guy, let it be.
That's even better. If you make that into a movie or anything, it cuts to them going out of AA, being like, "Well, Cletus, I'm finally glad that we got ourselves some helps." Yeah, that's a good thing, Dennis. It's just that morning I looked everywhere. Where was our bottle of poo and the balloons? Well, Cletus, I don't know. Maybe there is something out there. And right above them, in space, as it pulls up to the stars, you can see like a silhouette of the Beatles winking, and like Help starts playing. Help! I've been huffing poo poo.
That's
And then credits roll. It gets
cut to black.
2 out of 10 stars. 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, is the movie, are we now following, like, it starts off as a Beatles movie, then we just cut to, like, Cletus and them just trying to go through AA, and it's, like, 75% of the movie because, like, John Lennon's dead, George Harrison's dead, we don't want to pay Paul McCartney that much, so we have to try and cover up the rest of the movie.
Ringo was down. We didn't even have to pay him. Hell, he paid us.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
He kept reminding us about that he did Thomas the Tank Engine. It was kind of weird. We didn't want him really on set anymore.
Didn't he do, like, a movie about cavemen, too?
I don't know, man. Like, Ringo knew how to play the drums.
No, he didn't. He knew how to be a Beatle. He did not. Well, he did a sufficient amount of playing the drums.
He kept the beat. He kept the beat, and then he sang the songs that no one else wanted to sing.
Yeah, but it's funny because Ringo's my favorite Beatle. Because, like, in high school, I was kind of the Ringo of the group. I'd be like, you guys, I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be here. You guys, and people would be like, shut up, Logan. And I'd be like, you guys, oh, I'm just happy to be here. Like, fucking, then I, like, grew out of my shell, and I'm like, you guys are, I'm an asshole too, you know? Boogity boogity boo. But, like, Ringo's songs always, like, help me, not identify with it, but while everyone had, like, more serious topics, like, Hey Jude and Revolution, he was singing about, like, octopuses and talking about boys and shit like that.
Getting
like, he was
high
just,
with my friend.
even in the movies where it's like, here's a big stack of envelopes for John, for George, for Paul, and you got one letter, Ringo.
That was so mean.
It was so mean. It's probably true too. He probably gets the least mail.
Well, yeah, and it's like, there's like interviews with George Harrison as well, with George Harrison and Ringo, and then George Harrison's just making fun of Ringo because he did Thomas the Tank Engine. Like, it's just amazing.
I would be honored to do top tip tap tip dip dip. That's all, folks. I'd be honored to do Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah.
I mean, just because that would be fun to a degree, but if I wanted to, like, take myself seriously as a person, no, fuck that. Fuck all that. I don't know. George Harrison did Life of Brian, didn't he? Like the Monty Python movie.
In what way? Like the lead?
No, that was Terry Gilliam, wasn't it?
I don't know. I'm very confused. I'm like, what? Wait, the music? I don't know. I don't remember. Like,
George Harrison, like, heavily financed and produced it.
I didn't know that.
But you know that one scene where, like, everyone's getting packed into, like, Brian's house while like the Romans come in and inspect? Yeah, George Harrison's like one of those guys.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, right? Fun fact.
Yeah.
Fucking, how did we stray away so hard from memes and Pepe the Frog to George Harrison in Life of Brian?
It's the art of creativity. It's the spiritual plane. I'm just gonna blame God.
Damn you again! Hey, Kratom Adeo Justo! Adeo Isto! Adeo Shito! That was real Latin. I forgot what it meant.
Look, you could have just said Gluck and Gluck, and I would have been like, yes. You said too many I think you're doing Italian now. Come on, keep up.
I went up. I started doing, like, fucking Adam Sandler right there. Like old Adam Sandler when he was funny instead of a dad.
No, but he still does that same thing. Like, with my friends, we have a Adam Sandler drinking game, where it's you take drinks depending on what Adam Sandler or something in an Adam Sandler movie does. So, like, if he gets really deep in his he goes like, yeah, you have to take a drink. Yeah. If he punches someone in the face, or like a minority in the face, or someone who's like old or something, that's a drink. And there's so many things that, like, there's some things that have 2 drinks. But then you have to finish your drink if you actually unironically laugh at something.
Where you're like, Adam Sandler was funny. Wow,
Yeah.
that's new.
Well, the thing is like I was playing with my friend. We were watching Jack and Jill, and I don't know if you've seen that movie.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
We were watching it, and Norm Macdonald turned up, and
Norm Macdonald is actually funny, which is weird why he was in that movie.
yeah, and well, my friend just immediately laughed as soon as he saw one of Norm Macdonald's like expressions, and he had to finish his drink. And then like there's another point in that movie where he's like hiding in the roof or something like that, and then so I laugh at that, so I had to finish my drink at that. And it was just like, oh shit, I unironically laughed at one moment in Jack and Jill.
It could be worse. You know that I do. It's basically the same thing for me and my friends when we do Will Ferrell nights, because Will Ferrell's in a lot of good movies. Like comparatively to Adam Sandler's got like 5 bangers.
Yeah.
And like
arguable bangers as well.
Yeah.
Because people say Billy Madison's good, and I'm like, ooh.
You never like Billy Madison?
It is.
Billy Madison is teetering for me.
It is like, it just starts off like weird without getting like the atmosphere right immediately. It just goes straight to weird, and it doesn't like pull me into it. It's just, ugh.
Yeah, like he's drunk and tripping.
Yeah.
I have a funny story in which I almost made a rage comic back in 2011 about Billy Madison. It was going to be a really long one where I just stuck rage comic faces on everything. Fucking don't judge. It was 2011. Different time. Okay, we can call people that. Oh.
Okay, you can keep your pride.
No, I have absolutely none here. I'm so ashamed that I almost did that. But that'll be for a hot second into the future. Now that there's so much white, you can see how sunburnt my face is.
Oh yeah, the little white strip above your head.
Yeah, and plus I'm in like fucking Colorado. You're in Australia. Like, you get the sun way harder than we do.
Oh yeah, like we just go outside. Well, I've just learnt now just to get crisp brown. That's like that little crisp brown, and I like that now.
You're like, I'm gonna wear crisp brown.
Yeah.
Beating the hell out of my skin.
Pretty much. I've already possibly got skin cancer, so it's just gonna be brown.
Right? Meanwhile, you're over there, you like go outside with your thongs on, they start melting to the pavement. Here in America, I go out with my flip-flops on like a normal person, and they're fine. If anything, they're still rock solid. It's summer, and I'm sunburnt still. Anyways, Will Ferrell drinking game.
Yes, that's where we were.
I don't want to lose it. And I refuse. Fucking, there's this one movie that came out. I'm sure you've already heard of it. Sherlock and Holmes.
I watched it. I watched that movie in the cinema with my girlfriend, and I don't know if I regret it.
Son of a bitch, I did too. Yeah, that's the same for me because I fucking love bad movies. I love them.
Yep.
I love them all. But I take a bit of whatever that Jabloid, the dude that does like, so basically this is like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Basically this is Kingdom Hearts. Like a new person's, now my dogs are barking. A new person's starter pack for like Tumblr and shit like that. He has this like grading parabola, and this grading parabola goes like you're at a 10 right here, and then it like swings down, and it goes from 10 to 0, 5 being like absolute middle, like, all right, I enjoyed myself, but I wouldn't see it again, obviously. And then 4 being like, this was irritating to watch, I didn't really like it. 0 being, there's absolutely no worth in this movie, I feel like I got diseases. But then it goes back into the negatives, back up to -5, where it's like, this movie is bad, but I laughed so much that it kind of equals out. Don't watch it, but I had fun. All the way up to -10, where it's like, this is such hot garbage that I couldn't stop myself from guffawing and having fun with it. Like The Room, or Fateful Findings.
Or Cool Cat.
Or Cool Cat, exactly! Like
Cool Cat's a -11 for me. I can't, it's
so enjoyable!
It is for me, the best bad movie. Every other bad movie has slow points in it. Cool Cat doesn't. Cool Cat's constantly going the entire time.
It really is. There's never a point where you're like, fucking, alright, now it's starting to feel like a real movie at any point. It just does feel like a weird dude in a suit or not a weird dude in a suit. That guy's actually cool. It feels like just Daddy Derek behind the camera. Like, you said that like a normal person. I need you to say that like I have 5 knives in my pocket and pepper spray and maybe a gun. Maybe. Holy crap! Holy crap! My dogs are literally losing their shit over something.
Well, you just said Cool Cat. And...
Yeah, we just said Cool Cat and they started losing their shit. Would you mind if we took 1 second breather so I could go yell at them or something?
Oh, yeah, sure, no problem.
Hell yeah. Be right back.
Alright.
I'm ready.
Oh.
That was beautiful, whatever you were singing.
I was singing the intro to Rocky Horror.
Oh fuck! I need to go back and watch that.
Oh, it was one of my favorites.
Again. I had to sing that for choir when I was a kid.
Anyway, what were we saying?
What?
Bad movies.
Bad movies. Okay, so I love Cool Cat. I have to disagree. I think Fateful Findings is way funnier.
Oh, Fateful Findings has so many like excruciatingly slow bits. Like
it is excruciatingly slow, but once like the rest of the bits happen, like YMS, fucking did a terrific job of showing off like everything bad with it. But there's so many more moments that were just, whoo. And if anything, one of my favorite movies is or horror movies is Grave Encounters, and it's like parodying all those ghost hunter shows and whatnot. And like it takes forever to get like to the prime scares, like the jump scares and stuff, but it doesn't like rob you of them or anything. It's not like throwing them in your face, being like, "Oh, sorry, that was just me. I was just scaring you. I had to go get my keys from my car, so I'll see you later, lady, main character lady. I have to go, boo! Oh, sorry, my wallet too." Like, it waits till the end for the jump scares, except for maybe like one in the beginning with the door shutting and everyone flipping out over that. Everything else is just contextual, like, fucking scene build up, and it was great. Like, I sat there bored a few times. They can't be like all winners right there and then. But then once like the thing happened, I was just in such like disbelief. Like, medieval torture, they would space out their tortures so that the people didn't get used to them and get bored or like, immune to the pain. They had to give you a moment to breathe. So like when it like started becoming real slow and like, Neil Breen is staring at a pill bottle for 30 seconds and then it's like, I don't need these, and throws them off screen. I'm like, but you just asked for them, motherfucker. Like, it feels like a new experience.
It does. I think it has probably one of the best endings to a bad movie.
Mm-hmm.
It is just it's a wild movie.
It really is. Where everyone's like, I'm the like killing themselves out of nowhere because he leaked some shit, WikiLeaks style.
It is baffling.
I wonder if Neil Breen really thinks that the president of the bank out there, what's his name? Dirt Moneybags, of course, is going to kill himself because of WikiLeaks. And he's like, this movie is going to make the president of the bank do that.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. We got like a little bit of a shred of hope there. Oh, fuck.
Revolution! No.
All right. What's like an obscure bad movie that you've recently seen that was not exactly like in the territory of Fateful Findings, The Room, any of that indie stuff that you found exemplarily bad?
That I enjoyed, or just bad?
It could be either or, like bad like 0 or like enjoyed like -7. But it can't be like
Ninja Turtles 2.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2?
Yep. The Fate of the Ooze or whatever it is.
You got high hopes here.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Go Ninja, go Ninja,
go. Ninja, go. Alright, mine is...
Oh, wait, no, sorry, I take that back. I just watched this movie.
Alright.
Ben 10, Race Against Time, live action movie.
I've not seen it.
Oh my god, it is terrible.
Ooh,
I watched it just before seeing Endgame, and it was better than Endgame.
Was it like you had like a shit lunch to prepare for the best dinner? Like you go off to like fucking McDonald's, you go to Macca's and you get yourself the biggest Big Mac that you can with like 5 pieces of bread and the employee shit in it. And then you go off to like Cinzetti's afterwards.
Well, it just makes the Zinzetti's better.
Exactly. Exactly. You watch this movie, it makes Endgame better. Fuck, I might actually do that. I might go back and I might watch like fucking Power Rangers or something like that.
Which one?
Like,
the new one or the old one?
Where all I remember that's significant about it is that the pink Power Ranger is a bitch and does not deserve to be a Power Ranger at all. She is irredeemable as a person.
Is this the
and
new
the
one?
blue Power Ranger was black. Not like that's a problem at all. Like literally not as a problem at all. I don't know why I did this.
They were black, you know. I don't have any problems with it, but you know, it's.
Is Logan Hub a Nazi? He was black. That's a defining characteristic over the blue Power Ranger. I've always known him as white, and and he was autistic. The red Power Ranger was just some handsome Mick who gives a fuck, and the pink Power Ranger was a bitch. That's all I remember about that movie, and it was very terrible and whatnot. I might go back and watch that and watch a real movie. Because I watched Guardians of the Galaxy 2 stoned out of my gourd accidentally.
Well, I watched Power Rangers absolutely blasted in the cinema.
Me too! That's what I did! And I was like, this is gonna be like Guardians, it's gonna be so cool. And while I was watching it, even if I'm so high I can't move my legs, like I could still sit there and nitpick a movie.
Yeah,
I'm like, that wasn't the cinema. This is not framed well. Oh, I hate this character. I hate their motives. Oh my god, green screen, green screen, green screen. That must have been cheap to film. Green screen, green screen.
Well, for me, I started the movie and I said to my friend, I don't know if I'm drunk yet. I'm just very nauseous watching this. And he goes, no, the film is just like that. And I'm like, okay, thank you.
The film is like being so drunk you don't want to be drunk anymore.
Yeah, it's just like there's a shot at the start where he just spins around something and it's so like nauseous. And I'm sitting there
really
like,
is. It's like you're watching Interstellar.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucked up. The only good thing about that movie was Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to a degree, like I love anything that he's in because he's a good actor. It's like Walking Phoenix. Walking Phoenix.
Yeah.
Walking Phoenix has been in bad movies before, but Walking Phoenix is not a bad actor. So even if he's in a bad movie, he will never be another thing to drag the movie down. Same with Bryan Cranston.
I can agree with that. I get that.
Right?
It's not going to be the
Right?
reason. It's just the bad movie. Yeah.
But I do gotta jinx. No. Nipple rub, jinx. But I did want to say is that my bad movie that is not on that is Slender Man that I saw recently.
I just don't care about that. That movie just looks boring.
Oh, it's not boring. It's a -8 for me.
Okay.
The main character forgot her lines in a scene and they kept it in. You can tell she did too. It was like she was in like the school talking with the rest of her friends because Slenderman obviously took one of them, and a bunch of like hot college boys told him to go to like I don't know www.findsexylocalslendermansinglesinyourarea.com, and she's talking about how her friend got taken obviously by this Slenderman chat website. And like, guys, we have to do something about Slenderman. Or we're gonna be in real big trouble. And they kept it in.
And it's like, and she's sitting there, and you see the director in the reflection of her eyes go.
Yeah. We don't have time. We don't have time to reshoot.
Yeah. Fuck it, we'll do it in post!
Even better, I like to think that she actually forgot her lines every take and we were on like take 287. And they're just like, you know, fuck it, this is the one that she screwed up the least. because Joey King is such a terrible actress. Like, when someone's a terrible actor, I don't hold it against them. I assume that they're good people. I hold it against Joey King. I don't want to meet her ever. I will start beef with her at any time, but I am way less famous than she is. But that is a lot better than being known as like the worst horror movie actress I have ever seen in my entire life.
Is she the same chick who did what's that other horrible horror movie?
Wish Upon.
Yeah, that was. I watched that with my friend.
Oof. I watched that with my girlfriend too. It was one of the first dates that we ever had. I was like, let's go see a movie. And she's like, I love horror. I'm like, let's see Wish Upon. Oh, Mamma Mia, dude. That was...
Mamma Mia, dude.
I had so much. I kept laughing in the theater. It made other people mad, but there was only 2 other people in the theater, so... I mean, what... I don't really care.
I did that to Truth or Dare with my girlfriend. I brought in a 6-pack of
the one
of rum and cokes.
Grinning really hard.
Yeah, and I was very loud. I embarrassed my girlfriend very much. So
you just can't help yourself though.
No, it's just you're sitting there. You just like they do like the, and you're like, oh my god, what are you doing?
Damn, and you're like. How the fuck is this scary? Like, were they trying to do an Uncanny Valley thing because they failed?
Yeah, pretty much. I think that's what it was about.
I was also going to ask I am now the interviewer. I was also going to ask
It's already off the rails. Like, this isn't really even an interview show anymore. It's just Logan and Ryan talk shit. That's all it's going.
Fuck it. Now we're just gonna have like a podcast now where I just come on for an hour and I just talk.
It'll just be great. You can be my co-host.
Fuck yeah!
Well, I don't know if it would be effective in the next one, but I've got the next interview down pat, and it's a Cool Cat related interview.
Oh, sick! Who is it? Is it the little child bully?
It is. It's Butch the Bully.
We
got
right?
Butch the Bully.
Yes!
Butch the Bully is organized. Somewhat. Like, it's like, I'm just gonna send a list of questions about what I'm gonna ask, and we are hunky-dory.
Oh my god. If I can meet Butch the Bully, I will die a happy man.
Look.
I'll be recognized.
I'm working with his publicity team, so hopefully I can get something organized with him, because ultimately, and this is something I really want to talk about with you as well, is that I'm going to need him to help us all bridge the gap with Daddy Derek.
Oh, of course, yeah. Like, fucking Daddy Derek doesn't seem in the slightest like he's able to talk with internet people, especially when he's been, like, terribly taken down by, like, you know, I Hate Everything, YMS himself. Pretty much any YouTube comment that's ever existed whenever he posts any of his shit videos defending himself. Like, at least Neil Breen and Tommy Wiseau can, like, take the punches, roll with them, and even pretend like they don't exist. But Daddy Derek has to, like, make a stand, like a dad who brought a gun to a PTA meeting or something like that. My child is not getting fed proper peanut butter at school. I will cap a hoe. Sorry, this is my Second Amendment right as a parent. Sorry.
Oh.
Fuck, where is it? Where is it? This is my Second Amendment right as a parent to have this at a child's school. I am an American dad. And no, not the TV show.
Yeah. I ultimately with Derek Savage is that because we have Jason on. He goes through and we talk for an hour and he just like goes through and he's a happy dude, chill as hell, talking about everything. And I get him to say a few things in the Cool Cat Twitter. Tweet that. Derek Savage blocks me on Twitter.
Shit.
Cool Cat blocked me.
What? He doesn't know who I am. Maybe I can bridge the gap.
Well, my thing is that my idea, and I pitched this to YMS just a little bit, before it was like a true idea, was we need to come together as a community. Everyone who loves Cool Cat, if you're a fan, if you're a creator, if you're anyone, we need to come together and perform the song Unite everyone together. Bridge the cat, as I like to say it. Hashtag
Bridge the cat.
Bridge the cat.
I love it. I would. Boy, you know I'm down.
Yeah.
I'll fly down to Brisbane. Don't worry.
Brisbane. That's the one. Yeah. Brisbane.
Brisbane. Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Yeah, Melbourne. You go down to that Australia. What the fuck is that?
It's an island. Is it island? Is it the same thing?
Like Afghanistan is an island? I don't think so, mister. My father didn't die in World War II of cancer in Illinois. He didn't. He got shot in New York in 1974. I miss you.
Goddamn Nazis!
Damn, is Logan Hub a Nazi? I'm gonna fight him. Fucking A, man. Yeah, no. We said before this interview, obviously, I don't know if that part's going to air unless something really hilarious happened that you think should be aired.
It's gonna be well. Like the thing is I don't know how long we've gone because it said we've gone for an hour, but I don't know how long before we start recording.
Well, I can at least help you because it was like I looked at my clock and it was like 8:15, 8:20, at least in Colorado time, when we started recording, and now it's on 9:07 Colorado time.
Okay, well, I guess it's gonna be the extended one because we're gonna have to hit some ground. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna have to start making tracks.
Yeah.
I know a guy. He wrote the Logan Hub theme and several other little songs for us. And he's really good at basically anything that you throw at him. He's less of like a music director or whatever, a sound engineer, and more so of like a magic man who is better than a music director. And he does need a bit of, wow, I'm Jimmy Neutroning right now.
He needs some of that money.
He needs some of that mashugada. But he's also a college kid, so I can't imagine that he needs a terrific amount. But he went to college for it, so he probably isn't dumb.
Fair enough. Because we have the song Bridge the Cat. For those who don't know, I do have a piano here. I'm playing.
For those of you here, he's lying. That was me on the piano. Here I go.
Ready? Wow, that was impressive. Because the chorus, that's the chorus. So it'll go something like, Bridge the cat. Bridge the cat. Bridge the cat. Bridge the cat. That's where we're going with it. We're going for like some big, like I'm thinking like big choir, you know, big strings, big trumpets, you know, everything. And then you have like a sick 12-man guitar solo, just there.
12-man guitar solo. Dave Grohl is one of them, obviously.
Yes, of course.
Eddie Van Halen, he's on there, obviously. Billie Eilish is dancing in the background with Fat Men.
Yep.
Paid a pretty penny for her. And if Daddy Derek doesn't respond to that, then, well, you've got better guest stars.
Well, my thing is that I think we get enough people together, and everyone just, like, tweet storms him, just saying, like, because the point of the song is to be like, hey, man, you know, things were said. Many things were said on both sides, but we just wanna put things aside, you know, and be friends with each other, and, you know, be nice. We want to be cordial. We want to bridge the cat. Because if you're friends with us, that means you earn more money. Because we want to pay for you.
And my former boss was a furry, so he would be more than certain to donate a cat costume. Cool Cat will have a friend named Bridge the Cat.
Bridge. Oh yes. I'm just gonna.
It could be like Bridget the cat. It could be Cool Cat's girlfriend. Holy shit! Write it down. Get on the phone with Hollywood. Bridget the cat.
Bridget the cat.
That sounds like a Sonic the Hedgehog character.
Bridget the cat. That's the logo.
That is Cool the Cat.
Cool
the cat. He's the only one septillion times faster than Sonic. That's right. And I have a billion girlfriends, and I like 3 Days Grace, and I hate my dad.
Did I also tell you that I love Linkin Park?
Have you ever Googled your name and then added the hedgehog next to it?
I think I've done that. Yeah, I've done that.
Oh my god, it's a great drinking game. I actually I don't want to get away from Bridge the Cat because I definitely want to be involved with that. I can sing a little bit, and I sound engineer.
Yeah.
I better be in the same room as him when I record. But fucking, I had this drinking game with my friends that I want to put on Mountain Time, where we go through Bing Images with safe search off, and we got to scroll down and find the porn cartoon character. And if we find porn of a cartoon character, if you selected the cartoon character, you have to drink for however many characters there are. If there's only one, you take a shot. If there's more than one, you gotta take a good swig for every single character that's there. And the best part is that you pick the other person's thing, so you could be like, all right, well, Lola Bunny, and you're like, no shit, Lola Bunny's gonna have a lot. Or you could be generous and be like, Littlefoot from fucking Land Before Time, which, surprise, surprise, there's a lot of. Fightful, the mouse.
I feel like the wrong one to do is SpongeBob. That can just go to like some weird terms.
Dude, I've seen it.
SpongeBob, I'm about to ink. Ah!
I'm ready! SpongeBob! I can't do a single SpongeBob voice, right?
You just do I know how you do the laugh by just going, yeah. Just. You just smack your throat while it's going.
It's weird. I like Mr. Krabs more, though. I could do him a little bit.
Oh, there you go. That's it.
Hello, SpongeBob. You want an M&M? You got some Kevin Spacey hair going on. There, it's better.
I love Kevin Spacey.
Oh, fuck. My vape.
The vape is the
vape, rather. Oh, vaping's bad.
Vaping's bad? I thought it was good for you.
It's good for your soul, but not for your heart, lungs, brain, blood, intestines,
friendships,
feet. You would never expect feet. Anyways, back on to Cool the Cat. Is there any other fucking directors that or personalities that you've accidentally made enemies with?
I don't know at this point. Depends. I don't know how we can define enemies. I just don't know. I don't know if like there's like some disgruntled guest from the past that I've just annoyed or something. I don't.
Big man Tyrone is sitting there like, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy next time I see him.
I don't know, man. There's a couple that are just for some reason just disappeared. I'm like, okay.
All right, well, never gonna see you again.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. Well, I'm Steam friends with the last guy that fucking interviewed me.
Oh,
the only other person he interviewed was John Romero, and I'm like, oh, bullshit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he got John and the dude just like, I love the guy. He's a super cool guy. We used to play like TF2 together and stuff. Like I went onto his blog where he like interviewed people, and there was only 2 interviews, me and John Romero. I'm like, how in the absolute dickhole did you get fucking Daikatana John Romero? You made me his bitch.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? You got like some like absolute mainstream insane guest who's like had years and years and years and years of experience in the film industry, started so much.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to like the internet and YouTube with you, and it's like I'm not trying to take anything away from you, but it's like 2 drastically different.
Don't worry, I've recognized it.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I'm pulling in 1,000 views per video. I almost got sponsored until the sponsor lady looked at me and said, "No." Like, it's fucking crazy, man.
It was the Kevin Spacey hair, I knew it.
Oh fuck! Damn it! Nope. That's why. Now it's more Alec Baldwin-y.
Oh, it is too.